Hello there, how are you doing? Now in this video, let's work on displaying the all the tweets, okay, all the posts. So let me try creating a new post. In fact, why don't we try creating by a new user, right? So let's do that. Log out. Let's create a new account for new user. We see this because we deleted this home route before. So let's fix this one quickly. So let's go back to controllers auth register controller, and it is redirecting to home. Let's just make it slash, okay, and let's go to the login. Also let's change here. Okay, let's save. Now let's log out. Let's log out and give it a try again. Now let's try logging in. Okay, so it works fine. So let's log in. Okay, now let's, when we push something, let's make this go away. Okay, so back to our app.js. So what we can do is in this handle submit method, okay, let's comment this out. We're going to write this axios this post request here, okay, axios.post. We make a post request to this URL posts, and then what we are posting, we're posting the body, which is the value of this state.body, exactly the way we have here, right? So once we make a post request, then because this axios is a promise based, we get to use this then method. Okay, so then once it is successfully posted, what we want to do is we want to let's console log the response. Okay, response using the arrow function, console log response. Okay, make a post request and then console log the response. Let's get rid of this. Okay, and let's give it a try. Refresh. Hello, and we get the response. Awesome. So we see the response in the data. We get whatever we posted, we got it back, right? And we also get the user as well. Awesome. Now we can use this data and store it in our local state, and we can render from there. So when you get the response, let's, instead of console log, let's set to the state. Okay, now we have only body. Let's add one more property to the state, and let's call it posts. Okay, so it will be an empty array by default. Now when we get the response, what I would like to do is I would like to set the state. So within these curly braces, in this return the arrow function, what I can do is I can this set state method, use this method to manipulate the state. So in this case, I want to add the values to post, which is empty. Now because I will get the response with the post that I just posted, post will be response data dot posts. Okay, so this will populate the state posts array with the data. Okay, now this response data post is like you saw here. This is the response, this is the data, and then response data. Okay, we need to make sure it's on the data, sorry. So response data. Okay, let's save this. Let's give it a try. In the browser, open this React Dev Tools. Okay, so in our state we have only body at the moment. Let's refresh. Body and array with 0 items. Okay, now let's try one more. Post, and as you can see, the post has now this item available. Before it was empty array, now it has this object with the property, body property with this one, and ID and user and so on. Awesome, right? Now this data we can render in this component, okay, in this section. So what we can do, since we have the post available in the state, we can go all the way down in this, within this render method we are returning. So this is what we are returning, the form on the one side, left side. Okay, so this is the form we're returning, form, and then this right div, let's render the posts. Okay, so the one from the state. So what we can do, let's change this to recent tweets. Okay, and within this div, now within these two curly braces, anytime you want to embed JavaScript, you want to use these curly braces. Okay, so this state posts, and using this map method. Okay, so this will map each post. So post, and using this arrow function we can return. So what do you want to return? Let's return within these curly braces post body. Okay, let's begin with just the body. Okay, so we're mapping the each post from the state, and then we're returning the post body. Let's give it a try. Refresh. Okay, there's nothing there. Now one post, and we have an error. If we go to the console, you see this state post map is not a function. Okay, now this can give you a lot of headache when you're actually beginning with React. Okay, so the problem is this map function, this map works only on arrays. Okay, but in return what we're getting is object. Okay, so the problem is we need to make sure that it is an array. When we're storing into this array, all we need to do is, when we are setting this set state post, let's wrap it in an array syntax. Okay, like so. Otherwise it will be there as an object and it just doesn't work. The map function doesn't work. So when you're setting the state with the data, make sure it is an array. Okay, like so. If you do this and go to the browser and refresh and give it a try, one more, and as you can see we get the recent tweets, the one that we just posted. Awesome, right? And we still haven't fixed this yet. It's still there, and we have this another thing which is a unique to React. So let's fix these things. First, let's begin with this one. Each child in an array or iterator should have a unique key. Okay, so that's an easy fix. All we need to do is we are returning each post in this div, right? So this div needs to have a unique key. Okay, so the unique key we can give, what we can give is, let's say post.id. I think we get ID with this response. So let's give it a try. Refresh. Works. Okay, so that works. Let's console log here. So when we get the response, before we set the state, let's say, just so that it's easy, console log response. Okay, refresh. Okay, post, and you can see we get the response. And let's see if we data, it contains the ID, and this is the ID we use as a unique key to the div that is showing each post. Okay, so that's that. Now let's fix this issue of clearing this one. So we make a post request, we set the state, then what we can do is we can simply use this set state method. Okay, and we can use this to clear the body. Okay, so body, let's set it to empty string. Okay, refresh, try. Okay, we get the response is still there, and that's because here we all know that in HTML, all these HTML elements, they have their own state. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to control this. So this is called controlled components. Okay, so what we need to do basically is this text area, we don't have the value set. Okay, so we need to explicitly set the value. So the value, because they have their own value, so it's not clearing up. So value we set to this state dot body. All right, so this state body. So whenever user types something in this text area that is available in the state using this handle change method, it is available in this state on this body property. So whenever that is available, that also will become the value of this. So that way we can control each component. Okay, so even this HTML elements we can control. Okay, so set the value like so. Now it should work. Okay, refresh, works, post, as you can see, it's gone. Okay, finally works. Beautiful. Okay, now next thing, every time we add something here, it is replaced. Okay, so we need to fix that up, and let's do all that stuff in the next video. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.